Back at it once again. It's your man Boss Gang VIP with the weekly money watch. Last week was amazing in the market. SPY hit a new all-time high. I'm looking to see what the market does this week. Jerome Powell came up and spoke. He said it is possible that we reduce or lower the interest rate sooner than later. That is a possibility. Is that already priced into the market, or are we going to continue to push higher? Before we get started, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel so you can stay updated as soon as these videos drop. Let's get into it. As always, I'm going to make this pretty quick this week. Let's get into the Robinhood Roth IRA update. As you can see, things are going according to plan. We did add to the positions and we're going to continue to do that. We actually received dividends. Actually got some dividends this week. And we had those dividends reinvested in JEPI and JEPQ. So if you know, if anybody who's interested in building a portfolio, definitely have them check out the channel and refer them to the videos. If you don't have an account with Robinhood or Webull, I got links in the bio. You guys support the channel that way. Let's get into the market this week. Nothing scheduled for Monday, Tuesday, core CPI. This week should be a pretty smooth week. I think last week was the big week with all the Fed talk. Nothing for Wednesday. No news is good news. Thursday, retail sales, see core PPI year over year. And then Friday, industrial production. One of the things about this week, it is an options expiration week. So we know things can get kind of crazy during options expiration week. Let's see. All right, cool. So anyway, options expiration week, getting into the almanac. Monday before triple witching, the Dow has been up 25 of the last 36 trading sessions. And in 2020, it was down 12.9%, the second worst day in the Dow since 1901. Overall, the market should be bullish. Friday, the 15th is options expiration. March triple witching day has been mixed over the last 30 years, but NASDAQ has been up 7 of the last 9 trading sessions. With that being said, let's get into some setups that I am looking at for the week. This is going to be pretty quick. One of the setups I'm going to be looking at is PR, Permian Resources Corporation. If you're unfamiliar with the company, you can always go to the fundamentals on Thinkorswim, and you can kind of find out about what these companies, what they are and what they do. But I'm looking for a weekly setup on this one. It's going to be pretty clean. Looking for a, oops, I'm not even showing the chart. Here we go. Okay, here we go. You guys are like, what are you talking about? I do this every week, right? So I got my yearly chart, quarter chart, monthly chart, and weekly chart. So I'm looking for weekly entries on this. 212 week above 1611. Last week we talked about 3 candles that take out the previous, the low of the previous candle and the high of the previous candle. And then I'll get into the twos. A 2 is a candle that takes out one side of the previous candle. So we have an inside candle, a 1. We have the outside candle, a 3, that took out the high and low of the previous candle. And then we have a 2 candle up that took out currently the high of the previous candle. So if a candle takes out one side of the previous candle, it's a 2. If it takes out both sides, it's a 3. And then obviously, if it's a 1, it doesn't take out the high or the low of the previous candle. If you need to, rewind this 1,000 times. This is the information you need. So I'm going to tell you how to put all this together, but this is the information. If a candle takes out the high and low of the previous candle, it's a 3. If it takes out either the high or the low, it's a 2. If it takes out neither side, it's a 1. Again, you can rewind that 10,000 times. So as we move forward, it will make a lot of sense. On PR, 212 week above $16.11. Next ticker, we're going to be looking at SPR, Spirit Aero Systems, which was interesting. Something was interesting about this, but I'll give you the setup. Here, it's actually a 4-hour entry on this one. It's been so completely bullish here. It's a 312 4-hour above $35.81. On the year, we actually we'll get the 2 up on the year at $38.55 currently inside after the 2 down. There's a quarterly broad information. So a lot of times things can happen when we get to these year targets. But yeah, this thing is looking super, super strong, set up for a yearly reversal and some corrective activity. It's been super, super strong. So looking for a 312 4-hour above 35.81. I want to go to some news on this one. Because I actually learned something. I'm going to show you guys something. It says GE CEO says, don't think rumored merger between Boeing and Spirit Aero is necessarily a panacea. And so I thought to myself, what the heck is a panacea? So I don't like to read things and not know what they are. So of course, what I have to do, I had to go find out what it was. So let's check it out. Panacea.
Panacea. Panacea.
I had never heard that word before. Have you?
Panacea.
What it is, a solution or a remedy for all difficulties or diseases. It was so funny because I actually went back and did some research about this, and as a true universal cure for a disease is probably biologically impossible. A panacea has historically been regarded as an elusive, even mythical apex of the healing arts. So now that I know what a panacea is, it actually adds some context. So when the GE CEO says, don't think rumored merger between Boeing and Spirit Aero is necessarily a panacea, it's telling me it's not the end all be all, but it is a very, very good thing, if not the solution for everything. So if you didn't know what panacea means, you do know now. I didn't know what it was. I do know now, and that separates you from other people. So hopefully you learned something today, right? Last ticker, we're going to be looking at ticker symbol DV. I'm gonna go back to the weekly chart on this one. Again, I always have all my charts up, so I kind of know what kind of price action that they have. So potentially an opportunity here. We're looking for a weekly entry right there, 322 week above $32.38. For those who don't know how to set alerts, what you do is on TOS, I have the price marked off, 32.38. I'm gonna just right click, create an alert, and I'm gonna make sure this is at or above, because if I put it at or below, I won't be alerted at the right time. And then I'm going to put in my notes 322 week, right? So I have that labeled now. And so then when I hover over, you can see it says 322 weeks. So I know what the trigger is. And then when there's trigger, TOS will give me an alert. So some people have it set to go to your phone, or some people have it set to show up on the platform. Either way, you'll have the alerts for these entries. Next week, I think we'll go ahead and get into how to, find some options contracts and break some of these things down to make them super, super easy for you. But we are looking for a 322 week above $32.38. I'm looking forward to having a great week this week. As usual, hopefully you'll find some opportunities here. If you get any wins, put those in the comments below. If you haven't already, make sure to like and subscribe to the video. This is the Weekly Money Watch. This is your man, Boss Gang VIP. Follow me on social media. I'll get at you next week. You guys have a good one. Peace.